thought I'd come and kind of join in on the York Hall that everybody's doing. I'm a little late to the game just because I was so trained out after York, but it was a it was a fun show. Uh, I've never went to York for more than one day. Normally, I just go down on Friday morning and stay, come home Friday night. But this time we went down Thursday. I met Mike at my camp in Bedford, PA. We left his car there and then drove down about 2 more hours to York. And we got there around 11:30 or so. Met a ton of people even before the show started. And as the show went on, I started running into people that watch the channel or follow me on Instagram, or I follow them, and kind of just started hanging out and talking with people. And it was it was fun. It was, I would say it was probably the best York to date for me. Just the amount of people and stuff that we hung out with. It was, the main group was Mike from Mike's American Flyer Trains, Mad Trains, which is Mike who I went down with, Tom from Gold Standards, and then Western Maryland Jake joined in on the fun. And he's a bad influence. He got me good, as you'll see here. But yeah, it was awesome. I mean, it was just, I didn't really go into the show like wanting to buy anything. I knew I'd buy something. I'm not one of them people to say I'm going to New York to not buy, because I'm going to buy. But I didn't have anything on my list that I needed or really wanted to find. It was mainly things that just caught my eye, and there was a lot. There was a ton of stuff that I could have came home with, but I tried to kind of hold myself back from just impulse buying. But I'll get a little bit closer here and I'll show you some of the stuff. But me and Mike and the other Mike did shirt exchanges. So I got Mike's American Flyer shirt on now, and the other week when we did the live, me and Mike, I exchanged shirt. Well, I got a shirt from him but forgot to take mine down, so he got mine at York. And I got Mike's sticker, but I guess me and Mike got so caught up in doing everything that we didn't even exchange our stickers. If you saw his video, you saw that too. And got one of Sam's stickers. Met Corey and them. Corey gave me a sticker. I already had Jim's sticker from the, actually I think he shipped me his sticker, so I had his stickers. I got Travis from Moody Locomotive Works. I got a 3 Rails 4 Dads sticker. Mike from Secondhand Overland. And then if you can see, it's back here. It's like Roy's Trains. No, just kidding, Ray. I got a Ray sticker, and I was giving him a little bit of a hard time on Thursday at the club just because they were smaller stickers than what his first run were. So it was all in good fun. It's a nice sticker. I was happy to get him. I'm excited. I'm gonna get a picture frame kind of set up, and I'm gonna stick them in a picture frame because this layout will be coming down. So everybody that sticks them on their siding, I don't want to do that, because then when I rip this layout down when we move over to the new house that we're building, I won't have them. So I had an idea. Well, my wife actually was the one that came up with it, getting a picture frame and putting the stickers in. So if you guys want stickers or have stickers and want to exchange, reach out to me, because I would like to make a big poster board of everybody's channels. I really enjoy that. But I made those display cases, or that display case, the other week, and was going to auction it off, and it didn't go over as good as I wanted it to, or as fast as I guess I wanted it to sell. So Mike's been helping me out and finding me such good deals and stuff on engines that I thought I'd repay the favor, and I just gave him that display case when I went down there for the live. Mike's been a really good friend. I mean, probably one of my best friends now. We talk daily, and just thought I would kind of a thank you, just thanks for being such a good friend and stuff. So I gave him that display case when I was down there. Well, then Mike's from Mike American Flyer, he's been a really good friend too. We kind of just all click and stuff, and wanted to do something nice for him, just kind of a thanks or whatever. So I made him a display case and I gave it to him at York. And I think they were both blown away. But Mike gave me a pack of Coors Original Banquet as a thank you and stuff, so I was really excited about that. And then Mike and Lauren got me these plain flat builds that she does, which they're phenomenal. I mean, they're so detailed and stuff. So I need to get a flat car for those. I'm gonna put them on and display that. Just, they're so cool. I couldn't thank Mike enough when I saw that. When he handed it to me when we got in the car, I was very, very blown away and excited. So I wanted to thank Lauren and Mike for that. But so we walked around, and I try not to make a purchase as I go to York. I try to like kind of refrain from buying anything. But we walked into the Purple Hall, and Mike and Tom are way down at the other end, and me and Mike are in the other end, and just kind of like looking through rolling stock because I didn't really want to go and buy an engine or anything. Well, Mike calls me from the other side of the hall and says, "Did you see this third rail down here?" And I said, "No." I said, "I'll be down." I go down, and wouldn't you know it, it's a third rail. It's the early third rail. It's conventional, but it's a third rail Sino T1 210-4 Sino. I'm not 100% sure the number. We'll get here and look at it, but I was like, I feel like I need to buy that. I've been looking for, I know a lot of you guys on the live know that I was looking for some kind of brass engine. I want to do a Blue Nami install. So it was like, that was like perfect. It was listed as new, and it was at a good price, but I offered him a little bit lower price than what he had it listed for, and he accepted it. And I'll show you that. But then we went to the Orange Hall, and Trains was there, and I ended up finding this Fox beer reefer for like $30. So I was or no, this was 20. This one was 20. And then we went back after, and Tom and Mike were digging through it, and Tom picks up this, and he was walking around, and he set it down. And we're talking with John, I think it was John, and I look over at Tom. I said, "Are you not getting that?" And he said, "No, I put it back." So I went over, picked it up. I offered them 30 for it, and they accepted it. So I got this for 30. So I was very excited about that. And then as we were walking around the Orange Hall, Lens Trains, which is close to us, Lens Trains and Diecast, were there, and he had awesome Army diecasts. So I picked this up to put on a flat because I want to make an Army train. And then what we walked through, I believe it was the Blue Hall. Jake, Western Maryland Jake, told me about it. One of his buddies, or a guy that he knows pretty well that sells down there, had a ton of beautiful Western Maryland or rolling stock and stuff. So I went down there with him, and I picked up a Western Maryland 50-foot PS1 box car. So I'm excited to have that to run with a lot of my modern stuff. And then the big box. This was hard. So East Main and the Orange Hall had the first run of the MTH Western Maryland passenger cars, and I really wanted them, but I was going back and forth because I have 3 sets of passenger cars and I don't really have space to put passenger cars. So I was talking to Jake. I said, should I get them? Or I knew that these were down, and I think it was the silver, it might have been Blue Hall too. I did good at the Blue Hall, but these were down there, and Jake said I would go with these. He said they're hard to find. So I ended up going down. I offered the guy less than what he had them listed for, and I got them. And they are MTH Premier 6-pack of the Western Maryland flat cars with Sherman tanks on them. And these were completely brand new. All the detail parts are still taped in the bag. They were twisty tied together. So I was so excited when I got home and realized that those were new. But I think that's pretty much all. So I'll get you close to the third rail engine here, and I just wanted to do a little like show recap of what I got and kind of talk about it, but Thursday night we went to the Lower Susquehanna Club, and I cannot tell you how amazing that place is. It was, all the club members were super nice and welcoming. It felt like you were at home, and that I couldn't believe it. It was awesome. We got to run trains and just hang out and talk and meet everybody. I met Jay from Third Rail there. Got to talk to Eric's Trains. He was really cool. Mike from Datified, he was there. Art, Ray, Dell, Sam. I mean, Jake. We all just hung out and had a good time. We ended up staying there until I think it was about 12:30 before we left. And John he hung out with us and he was awesome. I mean, the whole place was awesome. So I just want to say thank you guys for letting us be in there and hang out and run trains. And it was a York that I won't forget for sure. But I'll get you close to this engine here, and then we'll probably call it for this video. But just wanted to say thanks again for everybody who came over and said hello and got stickers or exchanged stickers with me. And I don't know if I'm going to be at the next 2 Yorks, just because we're going to be starting to build the house, and I don't know if I'm going to have time to slip away for a Friday or what, but we'll see. I'd love to, but I'm building a house after work, and so I don't know if I'll be able to. But all right, guys, well, here it is. This is my first Third Rail engine. Like I said, it's the older run of Third Rail, so it's just strictly conventional. It actually didn't sound too bad when it ran, but it does have some issues. The one roller on the back, pickup roller on the back of the locomotive, keeps getting hung up, so it loses power if it goes over the switch. So I'm just going to kind of take my time, go over everything, clean everything up, make sure everything's moving free and stuff. So I don't really want to do any run session right now. But like I said, it's going to get Blue Nami. Travis from Moody Locomotives and Sid both said that they would answer any questions that I had if I start it and get in over my head. So I really appreciate that, guys. But that'll do it for this video. I hope you guys like the haul. And like I said, I had a blast and wanted to just say thank you to everybody that came up and introduced themselves and hung out with us. It was definitely a York that I will never forget. So we'll talk to you guys on the next one.